It's time to ride it. 3, 2, 1, let's get it. Come on, pull up a chair.
Don't mind us, everyone. We're getting into our respective characters, okay? Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Jack jumped over the candlestick.
Yes. What did it do to die today at a minute or two to two? A thing distinctly hard to say, but a hardly thing to do. There'll be a rat-two at 2 today, a rat-a-tat at 2, and the drummer will come when he hears the drum at a minute or two to 2 today, at a minute or 2 today.
Holy fuck.
We had to do that in theater classes in high school. I don't really remember that well because I butchered it, but it's fine. Are you ready? I feel like to get into your character, you probably have to say some swears a couple times. Oh, he's gearing up. He's gearing up, everyone.
Hello, my name is Jeff. Fuck you, that was a great joke.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we can go with that.
Oh, Lord. Ladies, gentlemen, and other genders that are unspecified, welcome
We
back.
love you all.
We love you all.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
I found...
Did you just kill a bug? Oh, yeah, show the camera.
I didn't, but I found a thing. I smacked my desk randomly and I found a thing. Hold on.
Yeah,
Stop.
you kind of have to do that like the yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it.
It's like a thorn thing.
A thorn thing,
Yeah,
everybody.
look.
This is quality content. I do see it.
Shit.
I don't know, when you hold your hand up like that and the light adjusts, it looks like you're filming from the face of the sun.
It's like a little thorn thing. It's crazy. Anyway.
Did you become blue?
I don't know why I'm blue. I haven't changed this color. Nah, I can't really. I don't know. I don't know how this happened. This is the same that it's always been. Oh well.
Well, that's just lovely.
Today I've run out of coffee creamer.
Oh, that's sad.
So I have black coffee. Yep. Just like
Yeah, I know. For the first time in Writer's Room history, in 24 episodes, almost an entire day's worth of content on YouTube, and about 4 months, for the first time in the show's history, I'm just drinking water. This is just water. It's probably healthy for me. It's just straight water, and yeah.
Also, I love how I am a straight man, and I said I take like I like my men is what I said. I chose that when women was right there. But
Hey, good for you, buddy. We love you.
what?
So we're gonna continue working on the beat of this script, and continue moving forward.
Correct.
Yes. Last time, we made a little bit of progress. We're in a general store having an important conversation that will lead into the end of this sequence where a big fight's about to happen. And we're getting into some of the seediness of this world and some of these characters. We're alluding to dark intentions and dark plots that are kind of buried underneath the shadows and underneath the surface that will come to life later on, especially when we get to the midpoint where everything turns on its head. But we need to continue working on the groundwork for that. Yes. If you don't recall, really quick recap, we have the Urayuli, which are like the Sasquatch type monsters, and they're all in this town, basically being kept like cattle and tortured into protection. And our three characters right now, the wolf, the coyote, and our main protagonist, Junye, are about to launch an offensive to save them, but in actuality, it's to quell a rebellion, but in actuality, it's to harvest some blood. That is going to be very important as the story progresses.
Yes, and possibly I will be eating a Rocky Mountain oyster. No.
Oh. You got my hopes up. I love oysters. You got my hopes real
So you
high,
are
man.
unfamiliar with what a Rocky Mountain oyster is, then?
I don't. What is that?
Mm.
Am I gonna have to look this up in the middle of the episode?
No.
Am I gonna be
best you don't look it up. Bull testicles.
Folks, this is a writing themed show. And I just want you to note how genuinely oppressive it is that on this writing themed show, we have A, talked about bull testicles, B, made a gay joke in 2025, and said a curse word in like the first minute of this writing themed podcast / show.
That's fucking right.
This is the only place you're gonna get this on YouTube. So, all right, no, we've done that.
Yep. And I'm playing with a ball. Because balls are amazing. Balls might be the greatest invention on the planet.
Can we just fucking write, dude?
Crazy.
No, but seriously, I think we should start making progress before we lose our minds.
Too late. Anyway. Wonder if we should name our town.
Mr. Name Hater wants to name the town.
Nah, I'm wondering if we need to.
Yes, eventually, but we can probably just continue on making progress.
Oh, thank God. Alright, cool. I hate naming shit.
Alright, let's push forward.
You always make me name shit, too. But yes, last time.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So, I just need to read this so I get caught up. We have that important convo. We have this blurb that's just kind of just laying there. Okay, so Coyote's gonna get to the point of this conversation. So maybe this is where we start to actually talk about this stuff that we have written down here.
Yes.
So Wolf explains why he's in town. He's been sent on this isn't a reconnaissance mission. This is an attack. Or maybe it's a reconnaissance mission that has to turn into an offensive because of what I suggested, that Junye catches wind that the blood is important, and she kind of takes matters into her own hand, knowing that she's been infected and she has a running clock over her head. And so she actually attacks the monsters, which causes an entire uproar in the town, which then causes the wolf and the coyote to act immediately without having proper planning. So things kind of happening to each other and progressing into a mini conflict climax right here that, and I did say, or I haven't said yet, but I have written down here, at the end of this sequence, our characters need to be locked in. Now, this isn't just like modern day TikTok lingo. This is the moment where it is no longer feasible that our characters could just turn back to the start of the movie and forget to engage with the plot. I would say that sending out oh, you dropped your balls.
I caught it.
Oh, you caught it. Okay.
I caught it.
Really made me lose my train of thought. This will be the moment where I think paints a target on our characters' heads. But Jeonye attacking the monsters of this town not only makes her an enemy of the town, but also I think kind of puts her on watch with the wolf, maybe a little bit. Probably want to make that more subtle because we want his turn as the villain to be a bit more of a surprise. But he's a bit more like wary of her because she just doesn't listen. She doesn't abide by the rules of this society or this monster hunting cult. And I think that makes her an enemy in these people's minds. So she's no longer in a position where she can just run away and forget any of this happened. She's locked in. Everyone has a target on her back. But when she attacks this Urayuli, I would say. You just gonna rub those balls on your chest?
Well, this ball is special. Listen.
Are you gonna make me?
No.
Are you gonna make
no,
me?
no, I won't.
Okay. Don't put it in your mouth. Don't put it in your mouth.
It's a massager. But yes, we have to get into Jeonye. Well, we have to get into this conversation more. Jeonye has to overhear something. She has to slip away.
Yes.
And
I think perhaps since the wolf is putting on airs of this being a mission to save the town from the monsters, that's what he's putting on. I would argue that, I mean, you said in the last episode that the wolf's cover story, or the thing that he says to the characters and to the audience, is that these monsters are planning a revolt after being mistreated, and they're usually peaceful monsters, but they're now about to attack. My argument is, yes, these townspeople are being abusive and torturing these monsters, but I think the attack that the monsters are planning is a lie. I think that's a lie. Or at least blown way out of proportion. I think the wolf is taking advantage of a situation that he probably knows very little about, in all honesty. I don't think he knows as much as maybe the townspeople do, but because that kind of, to me, you got your thinking face on. I want to hear what you say.
I disagree with what the lie is.
Okay.
I think the lie is why the monsters are attacking.
Okay. Explain.
I think that this abusive thing is a secret. That if somebody were to do digging, it would be hard to find. But
Okay.
that's my thought, and
So you're saying that
because they should
actuality,
be. Mm-hmm.
So you're saying in actuality that the monsters are planning to attack, but it's because the townspeople are being abusive to them and things like that.
And no one's going to help them.
He says something, the wolf says something else to the coyote to get him to go along with this idea. Is this what you're saying?
I don't think it's out of the question to where it's like the monsters could just be made to be the bad guys here.
Yeah, I think that's the ultimate idea that I'm trying to say. That whatever the coyote says, he's got to make the monsters look bad and the people look good, even though, and I think we both agree, in actuality, it's the people in this situation that are being bad, and the monsters are the benevolent ones that are in the right and misunderstood.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. Sorry, I am locked in. It's down.
This is the part of the movie where we're all locked in.
We're all locked in.
What if I just put up my phone and just started to loudly scroll TikTok or something? How would that make you feel?
I don't know.
They say all presses. Your neck. Yes. That's right.
It's cutting it out. It's so funny.
Okay. No. All right. It's time to actually lock.
Okay. I'm here. I exist.
Yeah.
From this moment forward.
What were we talking about? We were talking about monsters and lies. What is the wolf saying?
Oh.
What is?
Yes.
What is the wolf saying to the coyote in order to get him in on this story without making the monsters, painting the monsters in a truthful light and having them be these good guys? Because that can't happen because he has to kill these monsters for their blood.
So,
it could be. Do you have an idea?
I might.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna write some shit actually.
Yes. 20 minutes in, let's write some shit.
Yeah, he's been sent on a mission to obtain your YU lost it LI blood. The coyote is confused by this. Urayulis have been peaceful for. Give me a time frame that's a long time, but not ridiculous.
See, this is 1860. America was only founded about 100 years ago. So, 100 years.
Shit. Okay. The wolf elaborates. The tribe has a new leader. One that seems to look at the wiseness, that's spelt wrong, of peace as a weakness. Temporary dialogue. Yes, cut me off. Cut my leg off.
Let me interject. Oh. I have a bone saw out in the garage. I'll go make this quick. But
Yep.
yeah. I would actually like to offer a counterpoint. I think you and I pretty much agree that the reality of the world, the reality of the story world is that the monsters have some form of intelligence. I don't know if we really specified on like the level of intelligence. I think there may be around the intelligence level of like ravens and really smart birds. Like they're social, they have really strong communication skills, they have really strong problem solving skills, but not to the level of a regular human.
Correct. I would even like dolphins are pretty smart socially.
Yeah, dolphins. Yeah. So like probably some of the most intelligent animals in nature. I think the monsters are kind of like on that level. Maybe some monsters are more intelligent and more social than others, but that's a bit of a nuance that we don't have to get into right now. I think in order for this monster hunting cult to get in as many members as it possibly can and ingratiate them into the world, I think they have to run a smear campaign against the monsters. I think that's kind of like they're spreading propaganda. They're saying that monsters are just dumb animals, savages that want to kill everybody, and a peaceful monster is a monster just waiting to attack. I think that's what the wolf said. I don't think he knows that the monsters are intelligent, smart beings. I don't think that's not the message that the actual cult believes in, like their writings and things. Like this is a smear campaign. They're like running propaganda against monsters within their walls. Did you just freeze, or you just? You did stay pretty still for a convincing amount of time.
All I wanted to say was I think that these are the only ones that are like even remotely close to the intelligence of humans. Most of the other ones I feel like are more animalistic, like more.
Yeah.
Like, but I. Yeah, I guess I agree with you. I mean, I don't see. But then at that point, that might make it hard to have them in town.
What do you mean?
The Urayuli, if we're doing a smear campaign?
Yeah, that's true. I still think there can be like, I mean, every cause or every ideal that's pushed by a governing body has its detractors. And in a way, I think that's a really strong reason why the monster hunting cult would target this town specifically, because they're disagreeing with their ideals. Like, this is a group that has basically rescinded all authority that the monster hunting cult maybe is trying to propagate, and is saying, like, you know, we believe that monsters aren't inherently evil. We are, because we're torturing these monsters into doing our bidding. So it's like they're not really I think painting everyone in a morally gray light would be an interesting choice. But I think that's probably exactly why they're going after these monsters specifically. That these specific Urayuli, not only the blood, but also to kind of stick it to this town and maybe try to get them under the monster hunting cult's influence, perhaps. Okay. That's why this town is such a anomaly in this world, because they're one of the only ones in the area, probably in the entire state of Texas, and maybe one of very, very few in these continental U.S. states that is doing what they're doing.
I think,
I don't know.
Urayulis, I don't know how, like, this is their last, like, at least last major group. Any other ones are, like, off on their own, maybe. Like, it's like an endangered species, maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree with that. I can see that.
Something like that, maybe. But, I mean... Alright, so then, how would you replace what I've written? Or add to it? Let's see. Then?
The wolf elaborates. I think this is probably like more on the like truth scale of the world. I think maybe they do have an actual like new leader that's trying to stage a revolt, perhaps. But I think get this out of the way. The reality that the wolf is trying to say is getting pretty good at that. I gotta be honest. The wolf probably says something along the lines of, "These monsters are beasts. You cage a tiger, he'll kill eventually." Something like that. We should strike while they're weak before anyone gets hurt. Something like that.
I don't remember what I was gonna say. Oh! Nah, it's gone. Oh, no, I got it. So, what I had there was inspired by the greatest game of all time.
Checkers.
Oh, damn. If only. Red Dead Redemption has a bunch of Native American shit, and there's an idea in that game. A lot of my inspiration's from video games, which is kind of strange. Every once in a while, movies and TV, but video games for me, yeah. But the chief's son kind of looks at him as weak for kind of letting, the white folk walk all over them, but he doesn't quite understand that there's more to it than that. So I was kind of trying to create that, which this is still possible with this line. That's just where that line originally came from, is what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I still think that what you're suggesting, that this Urayuli, maybe like tribe, herd, is under new leadership, and this new leader is a bit more of a like revolting type. But I think the wolf and the rest of the monster hunting elite are propagating this lie. So I like that beat. I like that moment of these monsters kind of having a sense of humanity and a genuine emotional reaction to their situation. And I think when we see there's a moment now in my head where right before Jeunie attacks, like after she walks out of this scene, is right before she attacks, she kind of sees this sort of scene play out with these monsters, and they're not saying anything because they're monsters. Mm-hmm. But she sees this in the body language and how they're like grunting or however these monsters communicate. I don't think we specified, but that there's this clear power dynamic and this clear shift in the communal emotion of their situation. Mm-hmm. So I think we can say what you wrote by showing it, and I think that would be a pretty strong beat, and definitely a sort of a moment for Jeunie to hesitate. Go ahead.
I agree.
Okay,
I just wanted to make sure you understood where I was going with it so that we could do that.
Yeah, no, I do understand, but the thing about writing is we have to raise questions, and it's always more fun to find out things that are maybe true in the world or maybe a lie in the world, mm-hmm. as a character perhaps would in this situation. I think we're starting to tap a little bit, and I know we had a couple conversations about theme of this story previously, and that was all just conjecture of where the story might take place. I think that we're kind of solidifying the path. We're touching into some genuine paranoia and some genuine feelings of abuse of power and how people that are in a position of privilege and power are able to kind of rewrite and reshape context and history by simply being in power. and these monsters are the victims here. And in a way, Jeonye, and we kind of like, maybe it's a little on the nose, but Jeonye being infected by the monsters and being an immigrant who has this checkered past, who has skeletons in her closet, I think throughout the story, she starts to align herself more with the monsters, the misunderstood beasts of the story. And then the coyote is kind of on that path too, but he's a bit more slow to get to there. I think that's kind of where we're just naturally going as writers. And you can force a theme, but like themes like this that just kind of happen naturally are always more
naturalier.
More naturalier. All right, let's write some of this down.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Go for it. I like it.
All right. I think here, Jeonye's... Oh, actually, I should probably move this up a little bit because after he says blood, Jeonye's ears perk up at this comment. We need to establish that she's a little suspicious of this Urayuli blood. We should also make it clear to the audience that this Urayuli blood has some sort of special property. I don't think we can say exactly what it is because we have to let everyone believe that Jeonye naturally believes that it's a healing factor.
Yeah.
For her to save herself. So how do we go about that question?
I think simply the coyote just asks what they need it for. And then that's where we have
Coyote notices. I think he's starting to maybe pick up a little, because he's just a closed off character. Never mind. I don't think he's noticing that at all. Coyote asks.
I think, and here's the good like character reason why is he is too focused on getting Jeonye to where she needs to go that he's just like, all right, if HQ really needs this done, I'll help out real quick, and then maybe the wolf can help.
Yeah, he still has this allegiance to this monster hunting cult at this moment, and I don't think I think the coyote is so hell-bent on helping Jeonye and being a decent guy with this new sense of purpose that he just completely forgets to, actually help her. Because there's a moment right here where Jeonye feels like she has an out, the mention of this blood, and Coyote could like genuinely like pick up on that emotionally with his new like partner in crime, completely flies over his head, doesn't even notice it. Mm-hmm. We're touching into one of the major pratfalls of their dynamic is that they're not really seeing eye to eye at the start, because they have goals, but they're a little kind of diverged. They want the same thing, but the reasons they want it are kind of a little juddy. But this is a good beat. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Coyote doesn't notice her, but asks, why do we need the blood? Wolf, why does he need the blood? What's he gonna say?
Oh, fuck, you're gonna make me do this, aren't you?
I would like for you to input a little something.
Yeah, I know. Well, I started this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You know what? Let me... Urayuli. So... Shaggy fur, luminescent eyes, high-pitched cry. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
That's cool.
Double check that we haven't had it made a noise yet.
No, we have the Dover Demon doing like a
monkey sound thing.
Yeah, like a mutated monkey.
Yeah,
I think it's so creepy.
Yeah. Okay. So you said that they are transformed children who become lost in the woods at night.
The Urayuli?
Yeah. Which is
are transformed children.
Yeah, that would explain why they're peaceful. Of course, this is Wikipedia, so let me check a different one to confirm.
Interesting thought.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we would play with that. But that's really interesting,
Well,
having these monsters be.
Right now, I'm searching for what the blood could do.
Yeah.
But so yeah.
Oh, and it just gets a little bit darker too if they are transformed children.
They have glowing
And
eyes.
these guys are harvesting their blood.
Yeah. If they're rare, and the only reason they're doing this is because they have a reason to turn it to make them look bad, there's gotta be...
This blood has to be special.
Yeah.
Because this is a pretty bold attempt to kind of spin this story. So this blood better be pretty damn special in order for them to kind of care
Hold on.
this much, honestly.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Let me read this passage. This is from godsandmonsters.info/Urayuli/ Encounters with the Urayuli are rare and always bathed in an air of mystique. Those who have glimpsed this elusive creature speak of a feeling that is not fear, but a profound awareness of being in the presence of something ancient and otherworldly. The Urayuli, they say, watch from a distance, their glowing eyes filled with an unspoken understanding. So I wonder if there's like a knowledge thing that we could do. We keep
Knowledge of what?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm stuck on. The other option is we have whoever drinks the blood that's a hunter inherit more physical traits, which would be strength.
I don't know. I don't really know if I kind of want to gamify some of this blood in that sort of fashion. I think having the blood should give them, I guess, some sort of advantage, but it definitely has to take as much as it gives.
I agree.
I think we agree on that, but
yeah, I'm trying to find the pro first before I get into the con.
Yeah. I don't know, super strength maybe kind of feels too expected, too stereotypical for something like
An
this.
unspoken understanding. What if they can see like a premonition?
Kind of where I was thinking. That's kind of where my head's at. If they have some kind of like omniscient potential.
Yeah. And then I would love to argue that these monsters have that, which is what makes them so dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that's kind of I don't know if it explains why they're peaceful, but I mean, I always see like the soothsayer type character as being someone wise and peaceful. So that kind of goes with the vibe that we're putting out for them.
I would also love a scene where one of them like there's something's being constructed and maybe like a wooden beam starts to fall on somebody, but like the Urayuli is like last second there because that shows that. But if it doesn't work, we can't fit that in. But
wait a minute.
Okay.
This is just making my brain connect some dots. Now, if you will all recall, audience, in an earlier sequence when the coyote investigates Jeonye and her blood, he has the beat where he smells slash tastes the blood, and we do a Russian montage, intelligent montage type thing, where we're explaining what he's able to do by cutting together shots that seem incongruous and not really the same, but are like selling an emotion, selling a vibe.
Okay.
Hello, the blood is the key to enlightenment. This monster blood has a omniscient, prescient, all-seeing type quality that, expressed visually, is akin to a Soviet montage type deal. Maybe it's, I guess I'm arguing right now that all monster blood is able to do this, but some are more potent than others. I know it's a bit of a strong take, but I think that kind of makes the dots that we're establishing connect.
I disagree. Because we have only come up with this based on the back story of what a Urayuli is. I also think it is way too overpowered to give people premonitions based on every single monster, even if it is weaker than others. I think only certain monsters that are super rare have this ability, and the Urayuli is one of them. But it creates a great story reason for the hunters to want this blood, because that's obviously like they can ensure that more monsters are created, they can keep themselves alive, they can prevent people from finding out their secrets. There's a lot of reasons for them to want it.
Okay. So I guess now the question is, how do we connect the dots of the coyote exhibiting this ability? Because I kind of think that's what's happening, perhaps. Or maybe you can argue, if we're introducing a story mechanic that some of these characters have that is sort of like an ability connected to monster blood, it should be one, or we're risking getting way too complicated for one move.
Yeah. I think special monster, like the rabbit, that was healing. Like, throwaway monsters like that, well, I don't know, the Dover Demon's probably different. Throwaway, like, just mutated animals, probably just healing.
I guess. Maybe, I guess the question, perhaps, we gotta go back. What's the monster that attacks Jeannier at the start?
So here, let me...
special blood ability does they have?
That's a good question. But let me say this.
Okay.
Only hunters can use monster blood. I think because Jeannier is human, that's why she's infected.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but the coyote is sensing the monster blood within her open wound. So it's him that's engaging with the abilities, not her.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Because I thought she had chosen one blood as well as monster blood.
Yeah,
like,
I think
okay.
Maybe now, do we have to change it? Because
I don't think so. I think she has chosen one blood in her by default, but she then also gets infected by this monster thing. That's what I think. That's the face of killing a baby. You're gonna look at killing a baby, possibly. Don't do this to me.
I don't know if I need to kill a baby. I don't know if there's a baby to kill.
I don't think there is. I mean, I don't know. We do need to figure out what monster infected Jeannier.
Yeah, it's like we've established a mechanic that we haven't really explained very well, or at all, really.
Mm-hmm.
The coyote can sense monster blood. He gets visions. Now we have monsters that also see vision, which allude to the future, which it almost seems like that's what the coyote was doing before we really figured out what it was happening. So it's like we built a mechanic for this story beat to work out, but we used it elsewhere. And I think we don't have to get rid of it. We just have to explain or sow those seeds in the start when it happens.
Yeah. All right, let's keep that in our brains, and let's try and get through this conversation before we run out of time. Because I don't want to keep having to go back. I want to get through it, and then we make our corrections. You know, like we keep going back, and we're not making progress. So
this is what happens when you write a movie, folks. You always just keep going backwards before going forward.
Yeah. We've been on 2.1 for a long time.
We've been on it for a couple episodes, but I mean, once we really figure out that one key, and then we kind of know how the rest of this sequence plays out. She attacks Urayuli. The wolf's plans are foiled, or at least acted on too soon, and they have to all kind of scramble to salvage the situation. Junye's, yes.
I have a question. Because I have a suspicion, which I had this last episode, that we're not sharing the same vision again.
Okay.
So I just want to confirm. The goal is to kill the chief.
For the wolf and the coyote.
Okay. Things have changed. Okay.
What are you saying?
I thought everybody wanted to kill the chief. But what you're saying makes more sense, because it's like, how is she going to know what the chief is?
She doesn't know that, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. I needed
her story beat. Yeah. She's only concerned with, and I think that's kind of creating a conflict in this scene, is that the wolf and the coyote kind of have something in mind that they are setting out. At least the wolf knows, and he probably tells the coyote that we take the chief out, you cut the snake's head off, the rest of it dies. We got to get rid of the chief, quell, and like extinct these monsters.
Yeah, well, I think they know that they are not capable of wiping out this tribe, the two of them, so they're going to take out the threat in hopes that
I think that's
they get the blood, which I'm going to say one Urayuli has enough blood to last for a very long time.
Yeah, for sure. These are like overpowered monsters. And it's honestly impressive that this town has been able to quell them in this way. But what you're saying has enacted my brain cog.
You know what? Okay, hang on. I want to add... can I add this? I need to add a line.
Okay.
Why do we need the blood? Of course, these are all temp lines, so we'll make it sound better in the script.
Yeah, don't worry about that,
But,
folks.
I'm just gonna add. I just want to make sure this detail's in there. I'm gonna say, scavenger hunters will be here soon to...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think we're on the same.
Because I think the wolf will be... He'll stay behind for a little bit so that Junye and the coyote can continue alone on their journey, but he has to catch up so he can continue to be the antagonist later on.
I think we're almost eye to eye right now. Here's what my brain cogs were telling me.
Our third eyes.
Here's what my brain cogs.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think at this situation, the wolf is on a reconnaissance mission. You're right. He is not able single-handedly to do what he needs to do, which is try to get as much Urayuli blood as he possibly can. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he wants too. He wants as much blood as he can.
Yeah.
If it was up for him, he would kill all of them. Now he has the coyote here, which is probably what he was expecting all along. And the coyote maybe just went on a detour and was already kind of on his way here. I think because the wolf is assembling an army. Some people are going to come maybe to help attack. Others are going to come later to scavenge. And then he's like quarterbacking this operation.
Yeah.
The monkey wrench comes when Zheng Ye tries to attack Blood days too soon before they were ready to attack. And now that they have 20 or so rampaging Urayuli, they have to do something quick. Like, now is no longer like the wolf is like, I was waiting for all of my people to come so we could orchestrate a super planned attack on these monsters, and this strange woman who I've never met that the coyote brought here messed it all up immediately.
Okay.
Go for it.
We're on the same page. There's one detail that splits us off.
What's that?
I don't think they want them extinct.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Let me say
I don't
why.
think that...
Let me say why.
Yeah.
They want them to continue making babies so that they can have an endless supply of blood.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so the goal in my mind is to kill some of the top Urayuli that would deter maybe the weaker ones from being a threat, but then Zheng Ye attacks one, and that creates some problems. So now
I think he attacked an important one.
Yeah,
I think
so
he attacked an important one that they probably wanted to keep alive.
Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Definitely. I agree. I said extinct. I think that your idea is stronger. They're trying to just factory reset this tribe so that they can continue harvesting blood. They've probably done this for a long time. Maybe just this one time, this town was able to figure out how to coerce them. So maybe this is the first time it's happening in this location. And I think that's kind of where maybe some of this disorganization, I think, because that kind of plays into why Zheng Ye is just able to fuck everything up with one fell swoop. Because they're so disorganized that this is like the first time they've had to work with these townspeople kind of in a way and like manage all these egos and things like that. That's why it's able to just implode immediately. So, okay, cool.
Audience, if you need to know how to colonize, call me. Don't actually. I'm not going to help you colonize any Okay, let's write.
Let's just write. Yeah, let's just write. Folks. All right, so why do we need the blood? Let's maybe write that dialogue down. Temp dialogue.
I mean, their supply is probably low.
I think we maybe need to allude to its special powers, and then Zheng Ye needs to misinterpret that as being her cure.
Yeah, well, I agree. I was just rambling. The philosopher's supply is low. Maybe there's like a special breed of hunter that uses this blood to tell the future. Maybe that like there's like the price for that is like there's a thing where it's like, all right, you're gonna be this so that we don't have to take on that price. Kind of like magic blood magic users. But I mean, I don't know.
I think if it's like we're harvesting the blood for these certain monster hunters, alluding to the fact that they have plans to use this blood to heal or something, and it's maybe kind of taken out of context, but for whatever reason Zheng Ye needs to just be like, this is exactly what I need. I think he's thinking. his brain's working. Let's all sit and intently stare at him as he does.
Okay. Thoughts? There's 4 of us. Okay. Oh, all right. There's just gonna be 4 of us. That's fine. Thoughts on that?
All right. The wolf elaborates. Oh, wait. Is that where we?
Oh wait, here.
Where our supply is low, and you know the power it creates for our elders.
That's a temp
Yeah.
line. That's lame as hell because it's a temp line. But yeah.
Yeah. Something along those lines. I think kind of gets this idea across.
Okay. Cool. We have 5 minutes. So let's. Huh?
What would you like to do?
I want to try and get one more bullet done.
I think now is.
I think she slips out.
Does Jeunet have enough? Does Jeunet have enough information, you think, to slip out now? I think she's close at least.
I think
If
she's
not
able
one
to
more
put
beat.
2 and 2 together after seeing the big one be peaceful towards humans. She's able to put 2 and 2 together.
Jeunet
That's
already? Does Jeunet have her stuff on her bag, or does the coyote kind of hold it on his person? Because if he's holding it, there's a beat where we can like grab it from him and slip out.
I don't think she has her bag anymore. I think because she was only holding her assassin outfit and like 2 weapons. I think she just kind of, unless she's just wearing an empty bag. But I mean,
So she doesn't have the bag anymore.
yeah, she had the rags on, and then that stuff just in case she needed it. But now she's just like, all right, well, I'm about to fight for a long time, so she just discarded her like peasant rags or whatever. That's my thought. Now, if you wanted to still have a little knapsack or whatever, that's just empty.
No, I don't think she needs it.
Okay.
I was just saying if she did have something like her weapons in the bag and the coyote was holding it, there's a scene where maybe she has to like grab it from him without him noticing and then run off to the Urayuli farm upstate. But I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah.
I think she can maybe just slip out.
Yeah, and she already has all of her stuff on. She already suited up, so she literally just needs to leave.
Yeah. Jeunet has a light bulb moment, noticing the 2 hunters are deep in convo. She uses the moment to slip out unnoticed. She goes to the Urayuli farm upstate.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Okay, I fixed it. Or no, I didn't. Okay.
There we go.
Sorry.
There we go.
I doubted you. I don't know why I did that. Okay. All right, so we have moved on from so we've finished important combo, which was, I think, the goal, minimum goal for today.
There we go.
Yeah,
A bit
maybe
more.
She's got like her hood up or something.
Stuff for her to do. A bit more stuff for her to do.
Yeah, and we follow her. I don't think we finish this conversation. We just kind of go with her. Yeah, because I think we got the important details from that. Awesome. Yeah. Cool.
I think in the next episode, or not the next episode, but the next episode we continue on this feature. We're gonna continue working out this Jeunet beat and hope we're gonna finish this sequence of the movie, whether it takes an hour or 2 hours or 3. Like, we're finishing it so we can move on to the next one in the next episode after.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah. But we're gonna gonna really hammer home this action sequence. We're gonna make Junye a really deep character and maybe try to hint at some of her background and some of the skeletons in her closet. We're gonna expound on the Urayuli a little, give them some emotions, and we're gonna make everything kind of coalesce into a really fun scene that moves this plot along and gets our characters locked in.
Yep.
And we're gonna do it. We're gonna continue to write on this writing themed show.
I'm so excited to get to action. I love writing action so much.
Yeah, we're gonna get there soon.
We're gonna get there soon. Yes. So, like, dislike, comment, whatever.
No, don't dislike. Comment
Dude,
though.
I like feedback.
I do like feedback. No, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Dislike this video if you dislike this video.
Yeah, but if you do dislike, it's required. You have to tell us what we did wrong, so that we can fix it. How do we improve if you just say, "Oh, I don't like it"?
Yeah.
You know, I want to improve.
A thumbs down is not enough for us. We want detailed feedback.
Yeah. And let's see. What's a good prompt? What is your okay? Back when you trick or treated, or if you still trick or treat, I don't know. Maybe high schoolers end up watching this. I didn't trick or treat in high school, but I knew some people that did. But you know.
Yeah.
What was your favorite candy that you got? That's the prompt. That's the prompt.
Ooh, that's a good one. Cole, what was your favorite?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of that.
Candy?
My favorite candy bar is like Twix.
That's a good one.
So I mean, and I got that pretty often on Halloween.
Yeah, the little fun size ones.
I can tell you the worst one was like, it's wrapped in like a brown wrapper. What is that? It's like a little ball, but it's like wrapped and then it's like twisted at the end.
Oh, a Tootsie Roll?
No, it's not a Tootsie Roll. It's like a little. It's not even a sphere. It's like a mushy.
Why can't I think of the name? I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? That was my least favorite. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I can't think of it.
What are those called?
It might have been like a caramel thing. But what was your favorite?
I'm a Snickers guy. I was a Snickers guy.
That's a good one.
Love being Snickers, yeah.
Yep.
So comment down below what your favorite Halloween candy was. And also, you know, the general... Tell us what you think of this movie that we're writing. Give us
if you have ideas, let us know. If you have ideas for sketches, I think we'll pick up a sketch here soon. Don't know when exactly.
That'd be nice.
In
the future.
The next several episodes, I think we'll break from this. We'll probably try and finish act.
Let's at least get to the midpoint before we can break, and then we'll maybe do a breather sketch.
I'm just teasing it. I didn't say when.
Yeah. No, you're good.
If
folks,
you find yourself searching for this YouTube channel to find new videos on this channel,
what are you doing with your life if you're doing that?
Why don't you subscribe? Because then it'll just appear on the homepage, and you'll be notified.
Yeah.
It's like a newspaper.
I've tied all of my self-worth and happiness into this channel, so if you really just care about me and my personal well-being, you'd subscribe.
Yeah, that's right.
Folks, this is episode 24. Next episode, episode 25, is one that Cole and I can both assure you, you're not gonna want to miss. This is
very exciting.
A very happy writers' room celebration of 25 episodes. We didn't think we'd get one off the ground, so if you're a fan of this show, you're definitely gonna want to make sure you check out this next episode. We promise you it's gonna be a fun ride. So
yes.
That's what I got.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, we're holding.
We have to exit character to end.
Yeah, we got to decompress. Get out of the character. Who the hell are you?
I was not ready for that.
What's happening?
Oh, Jeffrey? Oh, buddy.
Oh yeah, hi. What's going
on? So your alternate personality, Brayden, records a pod. Oh.
Bye, everybody. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
What a thing to gloss over.